What is up, world? What is up, world? What is up, world? You are in tune to the Know It All podcast. Got to use your suspects up in the room. Kaboom! Look who stepped in the room. Of course, you got myself, you got Big-G, and you got Tate. What's happening, fellas?
What's going on, bro? For all y'all that's rocking with us live, man, we just gonna set the pace card real early and often. Breaking news: Chip Kelly.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell him.
We're not gonna get into it right now. We're gonna get into it on the podcast.
How come I can't tell him?
Not just yet. Not just yet.
All right. Okay.
Wait till everybody get in here, and then
All
you tell it. You know what I'm saying?
All
so
right.
that way everybody get a chance here. All right. So what's good, Tate, man? How you doing?
What's up, Mod, man? Not too much, man. You know, just regular old Sunday. My Sundays is pretty relaxing, man. I wish I made it to church more like you do. The plan was to go this morning, but I like to go to the 8:15 service, man. I got up too late, and I ain't going to no 10:30 service. So I didn't make it. That was the plan, though.
Listen, man, if you go to, there's no games. There's no games. So literally.
I understand that, but I mean, I live my schedule. You execute yours.
You're right. You're right.
If we was using sports terminology, I say you call your playbook, I call mine.
I love it. I stay on my side of the room. You stay on your side. I get it. Big-G, what's popping, man?
What you said was popping to me or to somebody out there in the black pocket?
Big-G, what's popping? What's good?
What's going on, man? Listen, man. Like I said, we got a lot of, bro. Wait a minute. Go ahead, keep talking, man, because I'm looking for a certain sign, Tate Boy Fresh. You know which one I'm talking about.
Don't put it up.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Wait a minute, we got a lot.
I've been told you was ahead of that, but you was right.
Did.
But now that Luka Gray go learn from Goat King, it's about to change real quick.
Man, look, we're gonna talk about this, man. We got a lot to talk about. First and foremost, like I said, make sure that you smash those like buttons. Make sure that you let the whole internet know that we are here. Like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. So when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications. And Big-G, I need for you to go on and tell them what they need to do, man. Go ahead, man. Talk to them about them algorithms.
Man, what's cracking, y'all? Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe. I'm over here sitting on tea because I'm sick as a dog, but I made it to the podcast. I got about an hour in me, and outside of that, it's adios, muchachos, my friend. Back to the bed I go.
I think we all got it now at this point.
You got up out of the bed just to come do the podcast?
Out of the bed, dog.
And that's called dedication. You know, and then Tate went and of course, I need to. You know what? I'm gonna start calling Tate Mr. R&B dude, because every time he come up in here, he got the R&B outfit on. Look like he should be singing. Tell me what you want. You know what I'm saying? Look at him bouncing.
I got on a Lakers shirt. How I look like Mr. R&B?
A Lakers shirt with a leather jacket. You're doing too much, man. I was just saying, you look good, but you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Hey, y'all, we are officially get back. That's what I'm saying. You missed the R&B. Look, we're going to get back. We're going to get this thing started like we always do about this time. February, man. It's Black History Month. Y'all know what it means.
And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blacker than black. And I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black. I'm blacker than black, yo. Because I'm black and I'm black. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all. And I'm blacker than black. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all.
If y'all don't know where that came from, Fear of a Black Hat, man. And that's many moons ago. But hey, man, that's been adopted theme song as we roll into Black History Month, man. Look, woo, there has been a lot going on. And I mean, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to get in the draft. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. But we are starting right here. Man, Luka her. Why don't you Luka her? Man, I don't know what the high up officials are smoking in Dallas. I don't understand it. I mean, it's a new brand of crack that's being smoked. And I'm going to get into why I believe this happened here in just a second. But fellas, is this, I got to ask the question, is this the biggest trade that we have seen in modern day basketball? Talk to me about this, Tate. Is this the biggest trade that we've seen in modern day basketball?
Well, it's the only time that two current reigning first team All NBA players have been traded for each other. First time in NBA history. Luka is probably a top 5 player. AD probably top 10 to 12 player. I think the Lakers are looking at it towards the, with a move towards the future. LeBron is 40, we know, but he is king GOAT though. But he can't have more than 5 years left though, Ma. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna get out of there at 39 like some of the wannabe greats. Well, is a great, but some of the wannabe GOATs. But let me finish. I think Dallas is
that's fact. That's facts, Tate. Hold on, I got you. Keep going, Tate. That's facts. I just caught what you said. That's facts. Keep going. Keep going.
I think Dallas is in it for a win now move. I like the move for Dallas right now. Now they could have got more, but they got AD. AD wanted to play power forward, he said. That's why, not saying that's why, but he was a full-time exclusive center with the Lakers. He gets to go to Dallas, play his strong position, power forward, play next to Lively or Gaffney or one of them guys. You got Gaffer. You got Kyrie Gray dominate the ball. I mean, handle the ball. Luka was real ball dominant. Him and Kyrie kind of had to work to mesh together. Now that'd be a more natural kind of traditional lineup that I think will work. Dallas went to the finals last year with Luka leading them. I think they still have pieces. I think they got the worst end of the trade, but I think they're good for right now though. They're a better team right now this year. Dallas is.
Okay. Big G, talk to me, man. How you feeling about this move, man? Luka her.
The deal with Luka is, and like I've been saying all along, I'm not saying he's not a great basketball player, but two big things was going on in Dallas. Number one, was he going to sign that contract extension? And it's obvious he wasn't. That's why Cuba gobbled up off of him and got as much as he could get for him. But wait.
He got traded. Now he can't get the super max. He was going to get 5 years, 345. Now he don't qualify. Now most he can go to LA is to get 3 years, 170.
When you do me bad, I do you bad back. Because
okay.
Cuban knew he was gone. Cuban knew he was walking. He knew he was going to walk. So the deal is you get as much as you can in expectation to win. But the other issue with Luka is, man, can he actually, because he's always been the most ball dominant basketball player in the whole NBA. Matter of fact, maybe in NBA history. He's probably the most ball dominant basketball player.
You talking about like usage rate?
Yes, number one.
He always up there among the top. I mean, you got to throw James Harden in there.
Yeah,
and that might be about it as far as throwing up there towards the top all the time.
And now he got to go somewhere where he got to come up off the basketball, because LeBron ain't giving it up. LeBron will assist to him. LeBron will defer to him, but the team is the Kings. So now he got to go and learn how to play with a guy that's actually better than him.
Well, let's talk about a
lot about Luka.
Let's talk about this. The Dallas Mavericks. It wasn't the Supermax. From what you said, more news is coming out. This was a "I'm gonna fix you" move by the Dallas Mavericks. Number one, they've been telling him about his weight. Luka's almost, if you can believe it, Luka's 300 and some odd pounds. I mean,
Luka ain't no damn 300. Is he 300?
I heard 275.
Look at it, man.
You know when they say your weight, they always drop it a little bit.
Yeah.
So they say 275, so it could be a little higher.
He's amongst the top percentage of heaviest people in the NBA right now, and they've been talking to him, preaching to him. you know, for some time, hey, get your weight down, get your weight down, get your weight down. And every time, I mean, it was so bad, Dirk had to go take a beer out of his hand during the playoff run last year, right? Luka's he's a kid and he doesn't really understand. I mean, he's 25. He's 25 years young. Definitely going to be the face of the Lakers franchise moving forward. But he's 25 years young. And
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with he's going to be the face of the Lakers. I don't agree with that.
Let me finish. The gist of the matter is when it came down to it, ownership and everybody and Nico was looking at it like, hey, man, you don't play defense. You come in here overweight. Your overweightness is what makes you get hurt. The calf injuries and all that stuff, he's overweight. So this was them saying, look, we're going to fix you. You're not going to be able to get that Supermax. Mm-hmm. And we're going to trade you off and get somebody who can help us win now. I'm going to tell you the truth. I feel like the owners in Dallas are smoking a new brand of crack. But hey, I'm going to be honest with you. I have to sit here and say that this works for. I've been mulling it over. It actually works in the Mavericks' favor at this point, just for right now. Let's look at this. You got Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Quentin Grimes, Anthony Davis, and Daniel Gafford as your starting lineup.
PJ gonna start over Grimes.
You can look at this and do this any way. You can even slide AD up to your 3 and run Dwight Powell and Daniel Gafford in the game if you wanted to. You could slide AD down to your 5, right, and put in Dwight Powell and Derek Lively. You know, there's a lot of PJ Washington and Derek Lively. There's a lot of things you could do with that lineup. And real talk, Jason Kidd, who's actually coached Anthony Davis before, knows how to use Anthony Davis. So this actually works for the Mavs. As much as Mavericks fans hate it, it actually works. I'm sorry. I mean, I look at this whole Luka thing, and the only question I ask is if we had to go up against them in the playoffs, who guards Luka, right? They can do a lot of switching off. They can do a lot of things. But, I mean, at this point.
PJ Washington got him. PJ got him.
I mean, you know, it's a debatable. The Lakers look good. Right now, they have, you know, Luka at the 1. They got Austin Reeves, LeBron, Finney Smith, and Jackson Hayes. It works for both teams. It works for both teams.
I don't think that Laker projected lineup is right though.
Okay.
One, I think it's another move to come. They're gonna get some kind of goon big. 1, 2. I think Austin Reeves is potentially trade bait, and they start a defender. They could start the boy Vanderbilt. They could bring in, you know, Finney Smith to play alongside Rui Hachimura until they get a big. But yeah, that Laker lineup is not finished yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the Mavericks lineup is not finished. My question is,
but I don't see the Mavericks making any more deals. Lakers could get somebody.
What if the Mavs get Jimmy buckets?
They could
give up too
much.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't have to give up that much at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have to give up the first round pick they just got from the Lakers,
which is nothing. They didn't have that anyway.
And they might have to give their own first round pick.
Yep, and they probably have to give up Lively too.
No way, they have to give up Derek Lively.
You have to get man. Pat Riley is shrewd, dog.
Pat Riley is shrewd.
He is.
Pat Riley's shrewd. He ain't giving up.
They got that boy. What's his name? Khalil Ware came out of Indiana. He beasting right now. That's their big man in the future.
Yeah. So you got Danny Littlejohn said Mavs organizations didn't want to pay him the max contract.
Right. That's what it's about. They didn't want to invest $345 million for 5 years. Yeah. They didn't want to invest that. Mark Cuban's not even majority owner anymore. He got the minority stake. He might have the 48% to 52 or something, but he's not even a majority owner anymore. So they didn't want to come off that money.
Fifth Flow said Dallas gonna be all right. AD is not a bad pickup. He said
he's a top 10 player in the league.
Right.
He talking about Luka saying he loved that Texas barbecue. You're probably right. The Dallas lineup looks better than the Lakers.
Facts.
Agreed.
Gavin said, I mean, I get the weight thing, but he's still your best player And as a Steelers fan, Luka means a lot more to the Mavs than Pickens means to the Steelers. And the Mavs gave up a ton of role players. They really didn't. They really didn't give up a lot.
They gave up Kleber,
Max Kleber,
who's stretch big.
Yeah.
Luka and LeBron, players like that, always can use stretch bigs.
Yeah.
Max Christie went with him.
Max Christie went to Dallas.
Came to Dallas. So
Right.
they didn't give. Max Christie went to Dallas. The other thing is about Luka, and you got to understand, he's right. Luka has been in the league 6 years, but he's been All-Pro 5, first team All-Pro 5 of those. So that's what you gave up.
In basketball, we call it All-NBA, but yeah.
All-NBA 5.
But I'm telling y'all right now, listen, if Jeannie Buss and them don't figure this thing out, by the time the offseason hits, Luka trying to get up out of there, bro. Luka want to go play for Miami. I'm telling you, Pat Riley is the most shrewd dude that's in the NBA, period. There's nobody that's like him. And Pat Riley does little backdoor stuff that people don't be knowing about. He moves this way and that way. Pat Riley done been a Luka ear. I'm telling you, he done been a Luka ear.
This could be a forget you to Pat Riley, because they did not call any other team.
No.
This was a Dallas called the Lakers, and that was it.
Yeah, they didn't talk to nobody else.
Yeah,
Right.
It wasn't no shop around.
So how do you stick it to Pat Riley in Miami? Send him to the team he can't stand that used to be a part of the Lakers.
Yeah,
That was a back smack to Pat Riley because they know Luka want to go to Miami. They know he want to go down there.
I think that's a move. Lamar said, "Ain't nobody said nothing about Max Christie. We just did. Go ahead, Tate."
Why do we think Luka want to go to Miami? I'd rather be the new next face of the league in LA than Miami. I mean, not that Miami's a bad place to go, but you in
Miami, Miami's more the
Dade County, man. Dade County.
More the, you know what I'm saying? Miami
with Pat Riley.
Yeah.
Man, come on now. Pat Riley will turn him into that.
It's more the disco type town. You know what I'm saying?
He could, but I don't think Luka can handle Pat Riley's work regimen and the way Pat Riley do stuff.
That's big facts. Because Pat Riley will kick him out of the gym.
Pat Riley ain't playing being no 40 pounds overweight. Pat Riley ain't playing that.
Pat Riley be like, get your big ant up out of my gym right now, and you better come back in here or I'm gonna run you till you die. Yeah, I mean, that's really how he is, bro. He don't care. I mean, Pat Riley checked Shaq. Pat Riley and Shaq got into it, like was gonna physically fight.
Yeah.
Behind Jason Williams.
That's part of the reason LeBron left back in the day. Pat Riley wasn't getting up the keys to his organization. You ain't gonna hold us hostage with your mama on the plane and your buddies rolling with us on the team charter and all that. We ain't going for that.
Pat Riley traded D Wade, dog. Pat Riley don't give two damns. Let me traded D Wade. He don't care.
Look, so again, 270 pounds is what it was listed that Luka was at. 270 pounds. So Tate's absolutely
that boy's about
right.
295.
Yeah, Tate's
that's true. He probably is the listed weight. You always over your listed weight, and you always shorter than your listed height.
Yeah,
in all sports.
Yeah,
that boy out there like Zion.
He is out there just like Zion, living his best life. You know what I'm saying? Getting nothing but a big old tire. You know what I'm saying? Getting a tire. I don't understand you getting paid for it. Okay, never mind. We're gonna move on. We're gonna definitely push on. But I will say something. We've got some questions that we're gonna answer on our.
Hey, put up Gavin's thing, would you, man? That last question he put up.
I got you. We got some questions that I'm gonna ask the guys, and we're gonna put up on our YouTube at Shorts and on our Facebook, Instagram, and you'll see it on our TikTok as well. That I'm gonna ask the guys about this trade. Let's get to these last comments. Spoelstra, the coach, how much power does Pat Riley have over day-to-day operations? Absolute power.
All the power.
Right, all of it.
150%.
That's how Spoelstra got his chance, because Pat Riley liked him. Spoelstra was a video guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't no coach. He was back there cutting video up for the coaching staff.
Only reason why Pat Riley ain't the coach because he don't want to travel. He ain't trying to go to them back-to-back road trips and all that. Pat Riley down there in Dade County, he chilling.
Hey,
Yeah.
Big G. I don't know if you agree with me. I'm gonna say this though. Pat Riley greater than Phil Jackson as a coach.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. 100% facts.
You know, something I can say about Pat Riley is he's a very smart guy. The boy coined the phrase, he patented the phrase three-peat. So every time somebody three-peats, he gets paid. Now, he probably, they said that he donates a lot of that to charity, but when the Bulls three-peated, paid. All that stuff, they got to go to Phil Jackson. I mean, they have to go to Pat Riley to get approval to use the term three-peat. That's crazy.
No,
That's crazy. That's a business.
The Chiefs probably knocking on his door. Before we get off this basketball, let me say something real quick. March 28th, 1995. What happened?
Jordan came back to the league.
Close.
Yeah.
Jordan got the double nickel in the Garden.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What I mean, 30 years ago, next month, what that 40-year-old do in the Garden last night, Big G?
He was out there killing them. He was out there killing. He hit him for like about a 35, 12, 11, something crazy.
There you
like
go.
That.
There you
out there
F 40, no AD, and whoop the Knicks.
He was out there killing them.
Every game he played, he just increased the distance in the GOAT discussion. Period.
Man, the reverse dunk he got on man was sick. I said, "Hi, this man 40 years old and reverse dunk went baseline and reverse dunked on you."
Yeah,
if a 40-year-old reverse dunks on you, you need to go to the sideline, take your shoes off and your jersey, and tell him I'm going in the locker room. And tell the coach I gotta go to some counseling.
Not the second best player to ever do it. Hey, we're getting ready to go to a commercial break. G, take us to a commercial, man.
Man, thanks for rocking with us with the KnoItAllz podcast on Sunday, live on YouTube. Wherever you get your audio podcasts, Google, Apple, Spotify, you can listen to us wherever you get it. But we'll be right back with the KnoItAllz live on YouTube.
And we are back. You know, get these last little comments here.
Put Reginald Rivers in the Matrix.
Carl Towns is not a real big. He said Carl Towns is not a real big and doesn't play defense or not good around the rim. And what are we
Reginald Rivers? A couple of comments before then. Put him in the Matrix.
Let's see. Hold on. Reginald Rivers. Said, what's up, Steeler Nation?
No, that's not what he said. He said, talking about that dude ain't no GOAT. He's a sheep. Escort. Put him over in the Matrix, bro.
Hey, Reg, come on. Get on my arm. I'll escort you.
Holla. Holla, bro.
He's in GOAT contention. I can say that. He's definitely in GOAT contention. So you got to go to the Matrix for that, man. Definitely got to go to the Matrix.
Hey, Mod, we talked about this on the show Wednesday night, man. So we're going to tell the people officially right now. We're changing the qualifications for the Matrix. You know how, like, you got the land of Oz? And, you know, it's like Oompa Loompa land and the different... Matrix is going to have different areas. Right. Now, keep in mind, Claude is in the middle.
First of all,
Claude's in the middle.
Yeah. Because we got to ask Claude for his approval of what he does. You know what I'm saying?
Claude is the great and powerful Oz.
Look, he's spoken.
He's spoken, the great and powerful.
He deserves
Look,
a trip for that.
even Claude said somebody deserve a trip.
Yeah, the great and powerful has spoken. Get over there.
If Claude say put you in the Matrix, you really got to go.
You got to go. You got to go.
Powerful said you got to go.
That's Claude's domain. Is his shot. I mean, whatever he say in there goes. So you got to ask him, if you're going to make divisions of the Matrix, we have to get approval from Claude. That's his spot. That's it. Yeah. And then Tim has to second it. You know what I'm saying? Because Tim is the chancellor, the VP of the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to ask questions. You got to ask them those questions. Now, look, man, y'all are not going to listen. I have to isolate myself because y'all are not going to like it. I'm on here with two Steeler fans. Y'all need to understand that. it happens, right?
Oh, Lord.
I need to say this because Cowboy Nation is watching. I am not in any way drinking the Kool-Aid. Not in any way. They still have to show me. They have to show me that they are all in. Steven and Jerry have to show me at this point that they're going to do something different from what they've always done. But I do have to give credit where credit is due. At this point, sneakily, the Dallas Cowboys is assembling a really good coaching staff. And I can tell you why real quick. I'm going to take less than 3 minutes on this.
That's too long, the Dallas Cowboys.
Number one, we talk longer about the Steelers. We're going to get it in.
We two Steeler people, and there's way more Steeler people that listen to us than Dallas. But
I don't care. We're going to talk about it. All right. Number one, Shotty said that he definitely wants to run. That is the attitude that Shotty says. He wants to run and be physical, play action pass, make the run look like the pass, and it goes with the hire that he had made at offensive coordinator, which is Clayton Adams. He was fourth in runs over 10 yards. The Arizona Cardinals were fourth in runs over 10 yards. They 60% run over the tackle. They had the seventh highest stack box in the league. You can't do that with CeeDee Lamb on the edge. Cannot stack a box and with CeeDee Lamb on the edge because he's gonna burn you. That's gonna happen. Then on top of that, that echoes and kind of lines up with Schottenheimer's whole persona. They kept the tight end coach that was already there. Then they went and got Eberflus, who loves linebacker play, has really 3 good young ones. Plus in Liefau, Overshown, and what's my guy's name? Came from LSU. I'll get it in a minute. And then you still have Kendricks there. And then of course you have the chess piece, which is Michael Parsons, that you can do a lot of things with. Then he hired Aaron Whitecotton at the Jets, who developed 3 edges who had 10 plus sacks in the last 3 years. Definitely coached under Saleh at San Francisco when they were dominant. And then Andre Curtis from Seattle, the defensive backs coach, came over and he's in charge of passing. I'm going to just say this, not drinking the Kool-Aid. We were all underwhelmed. We all were underwhelmed by the coaching hire of Shotty. I understood why Shotty was there, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm with it. But I gotta say, they have put together a quality coaching staff that from the top to the bottom echoes what the head coach wants to do. And that to me is a step in the right direction. That's a step in the right direction. So Devin, let me get to some of these comments. Brother Fifth Flow, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. He said, Mod, you sound like many Steelers fans, maybe more optimistic. Yep. He said, did you smoke before starting the show? Nope, did not. Heard Michael Parsons is not happy and may try to leave. No, he's not, he is fine. He's not happy and won't try to leave unless we trade him. And that could really happen because, I mean, me and G talked about that last night. Whatever they smoking in Dallas, them boys might just do it. At least the boys made changes. That's a positive step. Yep, it's a positive step. You have to applaud them for that. He said when
you're going from Mike McCarthy and Jason Garrett to another guy the same, Schottenheimer.
Yeah, no, B-Dirt. Whitecotton is his name. It's his name. It's Aaron Whitecotton.
Listen, man. They can have. Well, to me, Eberflus is a bum. So that's another conversation. He's a bum.
How?
But anyway, he's a bum.
As the defense coordinator or the head coach, I'll give you the
whatever you want to say. He don't belong in the NFL. Number one. Number two, they ain't got no running back on the roster except for a little bitty small dude.
Not yet.
They got one wide receiver in CeeDee Lamb, and you got Dak coming off another injury. Until they stack the roster, man, listen, you could go back and get Jimmy Johnson to come back and coach the team. Until they stack the roster and they get some running backs and they get some wide receiver talent and they get a little bit more help on the defensive line, Dallas is going to be shooting their normal just like everybody else in the league.
But, G, you heard me say that. You heard me say they got to make those moves. You just wanted to be on and be contrary about something. We're saying the same thing. We're saying the exact same thing.
Well, I wouldn't have gave him the time of day. They garbage. Eberflus, get him out. Oh, after that's a good question after the answer.
If you
but I take Eberflus or Canada, they both going to the dumpster. I'm not picking either one.
I'll take Eberflus all day.
I ain't taking Eberflus.
If I take Eberflus for a D coordinator, camp office coordinator, I'm taking Eberflus all day.
I'm not taking
I would take Eberflus over Terrell Austin right now. Yeah. Chicago defense wasn't their problem.
That dude
could be Dub Life. Could be. We don't like G said, and like I said, you have to make trades. You have to be aggressive in free agency. If you're not, you might as well just skip it. So Big G has we have always been Big G and Tate. We do our due diligence around draft time. I am gonna push these guys. We're gonna do a lot of draft content. But I definitely want to start talking about running backs in this draft because Big G has a theory. I'm gonna let him get off. I'm gonna let him go ahead and cook because he wants to cook about this. But when we look at the NFL, the last two teams have a running game. They have a running attack, and the last four had a running attack, but there was some missing. Because they were just running from the quarterback position. But Buffalo actually have a running back in James Cook now that they could do that. So the running back position is on a rise. So before we talk about the top 12, because I said that there's so many in this draft. Me and Tate went through them again, and I'm going to let Tate, sound off on these too. But Big G, tell us what your theory is about the running back in the NFL coming back.
I told y'all last year. Tate said it on Wednesday. Tate was like, G, you was ahead on this one. I said, yeah, I was out there G Stradamus. And then I told you last year, with the addition of the RPO game and 11-on-11 football happening in the NFL because it's coming from college, you have to have quality running backs to keep pressure off your quarterback if you're going to run an RPO. Your running back is actually more valuable now than a slot receiver. Because the quarterback can pull it, give it to the running back, or throw it. So the slot guy not necessarily is going to get that clearance, especially if they run the RPO to that side. Who's valuable is you got to have a hell of an X. Your X to the wide side's got to be a dog. And that running back's got to be a dog. And so now you've seen, it wasn't just the last four teams. It was basically everybody in the league. Everybody in the league that's going to be in Super Bowl contention for the next 3 years is going to have a quarterback that has to be an RPO quarterback. I'm telling you right now, Detroit's going to make a move because they can't do it. Jared Goff is the weakness. You can't. He's shown already. Statue quarterbacks are done. Joe Burrow, and for all y'all that think Joe Burrow's won, Joe Burrow's not a statue quarterback. Joe Burrow can run. He's got enough quarterback mobility that he can change the complexity of a game quick, fast, and hurry with his legs. So that RPO game is so beneficial moving forward with the NFL that the running back position is now on the rise. And you might see a couple of them boys go a lot higher than what you actually thought.
Yeah, so let's talk about it, man. Let's definitely talk about this. At number one, you got Ashton Genty.
The rankings is trash too, by the way.
The rankings have actually changed since this came out. But number one, you have Ashton Genty. Number two on most NFL draft guys is Travion Henderson. Travion has actually came up to number two because of his blocking, and they love him. I'm going to tell you, Omarion Hampton from North Carolina is a dog. Everybody who's watched Big Ten football knows about Caleb Johnson. Then you have Dylan Sampson from Tennessee, and that's that's a 4-3 guy though. That's a 4-3 guy. I'm gonna tell you, he reminds me of the guy over there from A&M that plays at Miami. What's his name? Tate, the running back from Miami.
H&A.
Yeah, H&A. He's that guy. Got that same type of speed.
He's too small though. He's gonna get killed in the league.
Then you got Quinshawn Judkins. who's a 4'9", 6 foot, 215. Like it. Then you have James from Oregon, who's a 4'4" guy, 5'10", 210. That's a load. And you have Neil from Kansas, who's a 4'5" guy, who's 5'11", but he's 215, closer to 220 right now. And then, of course, you have Smith from SMU, who's
he showed out. He showed out at the senior day. He showed out. He
4'4" guy, 5'10". Tate, give me your on the top 10, man. Who do you like? Who is a guy who you think is better than his ranking? Who you can see in the first round? First of all, give me your first round running back picks. How many go in the first round? You on mute, Tate.
He get the big fine, and I can't even see him.
2. Cause I didn't say nothing.
Them lips was chapping. I know
they was moving. We saw it.
I know them lips.
I didn't see nothing.
We saw it, Tate. We saw it. Come on, man. How many?
I said 2. I said 2.
Okay, and what 2 of those?
Genty and probably Travion Henderson.
Okay. All right. And out of the D, who you think? How many you think is gonna go in the first round?
Maybe 3.
And who are those 3?
Ashton Genty, Travion Henderson, and it depends on how fast either Hampton or Quinshawn Junkins runs their 40.
Okay.
If their 40s are real nice, both of them boys going to jump in. Yep.
I like it. Let's get to some of the comments here as well. He said one of those running backs will. He said, I like, Afton. She said, I like Neil, and yes, I'm biased. Absolutely. We know that you love Kansas running backs. So out of this next group here, Tate, who you think is a riser out of the next 8 through 12? Who you think's a riser, somebody who might surprise you out of this group? Of course, we got Devin Neal there at 8, Bashard Smith at 9, Khalil Mullings at 10 from Michigan.
I think
Garbage.
Cam Scatterboo at 11, and then Taj Brooks at 12.
I think Taj Brooks.
Yeah.
Out of Texas A&M. He got a little more wiggle than Scatterboo. Look like they both slow as hell, but I got a feeling Brooks will run a little faster than that at the combine or his pro day, wherever you decide to do it at.
I do. Yep. I think he'll go a 4.4. I think he'll be a 4.4 guy. You think Scatterboo will get any faster?
Heck no.
He can get down to 4.59.
At a 4.59, do we see Scatterboo doing anything in the NFL?
Yeah, he's a good enough runner to do something in the NFL. Somebody will let him start eventually, but I see him being a good backup back. He can do everything. Only thing he lacking is the speed. He got vision. He got power. He can receive. He can block. He got everything except the speed. He's just not explosive. I think even at this combine pro day, Najee Harris ran like a 4.46, but we see he's not explosive though either.
Yeah. So Devin Neal, I think that's a guy. I think that's a guy who he's going to be better than most people know. He just played at Kansas. Wasn't really that great, but the boy can run. The boy can run the ball, man. I think he's another guy who's going to run a 4.5, but at 5'11", 220. It says 215, but he's 220. He's going to be that's NFL size.
He showed smash Deion boys.
Hey man, look, I'm gonna tell you something. That's a running back right there. G, you're out of these. Who you got? Who you like?
Bashard Smith. I told you already. He dominated the Senior Bowl. He might have been the best running back that was there, and he's going to run a sub 4.4 at the combine. These big trash times, man, don't even mean nothing. That Bashard Smith boy gonna run like a 4.39, 4.38. I promise you he is, and that's what they looking for in the NFL. Tate. We've been preaching this all along, quarterback mobility, but they're looking for explosiveness from the running back position. The running back might got to be able to get the ball and go. If he can't get it and go, why you there? You wasting our time.
Yeah.
So you got in today's NFL, you got to be able to get explosive out the running game. You got to.
You got to.
You got to be a right here and step right there. Get the hell on out of there. That's what you got to do every time.
When you got to be patient, find
Yeah.
a hole, get through it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Claude said Najee will be a Cowboy next year. Jaime said the Raiders want Najee. Who's the betting? If we're the betting favorite, who you think is gonna get Najee Harris next year?
The
Tate,
Raiders.
I'll start with you.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
Whoever dropping the most bag.
Mm-hmm.
Period. If you
So what team do you think?
In the market, the Cowboys probably need them the most. The Cowboys trying to win now. They paying too much money out to players not to try and win now. The Raiders is kind of regrouping, new coach, gonna draft a quarterback probably at some point, getting young talent. They got more time to still wait on the running back, take a running back in the second, third round. They don't need to just drop in a running back and they win it now. That's not what's gonna happen with them. Cowboys get a running back, pick up a receiver in free agency. You got CeeDee Lamb on the other side. You got Dak coming back, hopefully healthy. They ready for it right now.
Yeah.
Who did the Raiders hire as a coach?
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
Breaking news I was going to tell at the beginning. Chip Kelly has been hired as the offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator for Ohio State has been hired for the Raiders as the offensive coordinator.
Wow.
They're going to get them a running back.
Wow.
They're going to get them a running back.
Wow.
You better believe they're going to have one over there.
So, Ohio State fans, you heard it here first. Big G, tell them what happened.
Chip Kelly officially signed a contract with the Las Vegas Raiders today and will be their new offensive coordinator starting in 2025. The details of the contract are not totally out yet, but the money, and I've been told from my source, doubled what he was making at Ohio State University. So now Ohio State has officially lost Jim Knowles, the defensive coordinator, to Penn State University, and Chip Kelly, the offensive coordinator, going to the Raiders. And the offensive line coach, Justin Fryer, went to the Arizona Cardinals as their offensive line coach. So 3 coaches have left Ohio State in the last 2 weeks.
Wow. So the last to get to this list before we get to the receivers real fast. Do y'all see anybody 13 through 20? I think this list literally goes to 17. So you have 17 really good running backs in this draft. You got Le'Veon Moss from Texas A&M at 13. You got Raheem Sanders from South Carolina at 14, who's a 6 foot 230, 4.4 guy, which is crazy. But again, like Big G said, that mesh with his quarterback, it just made him phenomenal. When you got a quarterback who can run in Lenoris, and then you put him with a running back like Sanders, that made noise this year. And then you have the running back from Virginia Tech, Tootin, who's the 4.3 guy, 5'11", 209 pounds.
He's fast. He's real fast.
You have Jackson, and he's 6'2", 231, runs a 4.6. But here's where the list stops, and I think here's where I like this guy. And I mean, you might say Giddens from Kansas State, and he might end the list, but to me it ends at Ollie Gordon, who's 6'2", 230. What's that? No, 225 is what it says, and runs a 4.4. I expect Ollie Gordon to run like a 4.4 flat, and he is 6'2", but I expect him to be like 220 when he get to the combine. So Tate, I'll start with you. Anybody on this list that you like?
I like the kid out of Virginia Tech, too. I mean, I was big on Ollie Gordon, but I heard too many cons with him at the Senior Bowl this week. Said he looked like a less powerful version of Najee Harris, no explosiveness. Now I say he run 4.4, 4.45. I don't know. I'm just going off what some of the commentary and reports I've heard, on articles and on X and all that stuff. So
I like
after hearing that, I wasn't as high on him as I had been. Now that could be he could come out and turn around and do something totally different at his pro day, at the combine and all that. So, remains to be seen. I'm still open on my thought of where he's gonna be.
So you like the Virginia Tech running back? You're all in on him. 5'11".
Yeah, I know that's 4.3 on the clock. I know that's 4.3.
Yeah. Big G.
So I'm talking to Steeler Nation right now, man. I really want y'all to hear me on this. Steeler Nation, Najee is gone. Jaylen Warren is a restricted free agent. I wouldn't be mad if the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted 2 running backs. At 21, if we can get Travion Henderson and then turn around in the 3rd or 4th round and get Rocket Sanders off of that list, and we go Rocket Sanders from South Carolina and Travion Henderson with Justin Fields winning that quarterback, oh, we cooking with gas. We cooking with straight up gas because Rocket is a dog. Rocket said, go watch the tape. That's all you got to do is put the tape in. Rocket Sanders in South Carolina is the straight up truth. So if you listen, I know we need defensive tackle. I know we need wide receiver. I know all of that. We also got $40 million in cap right now, and we're gonna clear some bread. We might be up to $60 million before this thing kicks off in March.
Yeah, let's go get up to 80 though.
Yeah, we gonna have some bread now.
They cut Preston. What's it? Preston Williams?
Preston Smith.
And that's 13, so they're up to 53 right now.
Yeah, and they're gonna renegotiate with TJ. They probably gonna renegotiate with Minka. Cole Holcomb is the hell up on out of there. So bread flying off the books left and right. So listen, we can go get a receiver in the league. If that receiver list for free agency is nice, but if we can get 2 young running backs and we can get Rocket Sanders and Trey,
I agree. I agree with if Travion Henderson. I could go Travion Henderson in the 1st round. I wouldn't draft another running back because the list's so big, man. It's gonna be some free agent running backs available, just like Jaylen Warren is. Pick one of them up. Don't waste your draft capital on the second one. Now you need to make sure you get you a stud with that first one. But I bring somebody in. Hey, we got 2 running backs for sure gonna make the team. You got a legitimate chance here to make this squad. Sell the undrafted rookie on that. Let them come in your building.
Oh, I like it, Tate. Yeah. I like it. So, man, the list we've been waiting for, man. This is the list. The young stars that's coming in wide receiver. I do not think this. I think, and I talked to Big G about this. This list to me is probably only 17 strong, 15 strong at that. But it's top heavy. It's top heavy. So the top 10, I think, are difference makers. Everybody else but below, I don't even have them here because we're going to talk about them this list real quick. Tate, man, let's start, man. You got Travis Hunter. You got from Colorado, who of course won the Heisman. You got Matthew Golden at number 2. You got Ibeka.
These supposed to be the rankings?
That's a bias list. If I ever seen one in my whole life.
Cite it, please. Where it's from?
It's down there at the bottom.
Scout D NFL. That's bias and big trash.
I don't know who Scout D is.
Yeah, that's the most biased list I ever seen in my whole life.
The boy from Arizona, number 1, Travis Hunter, gonna play DB in the league.
Facts.
He's not even really ranked with the receivers.
Let's deal with the receivers though. Let's deal with them. We got top 10.
So he should be on there. Is what I'm saying. You got one as a choice. He's not a choice.
Yeah,
he's gonna play. You don't think he's gonna play wide receiver?
He's not gonna get drafted as a wide receiver.
Heck no, he ain't gonna play.
All right, so you got. Let's discuss them. Matthew Golden, Emeka Ibuka, McMillan from Arizona, Trey Harris.
Who's number one?
Okay, Trey Harris, Luther Burden, Restrepo, Jalen Noel, Jaden Higgins, and then Jack Beck. So out of these 10. Let's discuss them. So we got McMillan being number 1. He's gonna be gone early, right?
Yes.
Which
top
one? 5. So I talked to G about this earlier. I said, G, you don't like Trey Harris. You don't think that Trey Harris would be a good addition to the Steelers? He runs a 4.4. No. He's 6'3". You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I like Trey Harris a lot. I mean, but he my 2nd round pick.
Facts, Tate.
If I go running back or defensive line in the 1st round, I'm hoping for somebody like Trey Harris or Jaden Higgins in the 2nd round.
Yep. Okay. Show him.
So what about going to Mecca 1st round?
Oh, I'm with that. That's my pick right now. That's my pick. Number 1 pick. It's like any other needs. You get a Mecca in the 1st, You bring in a big high value free agent, and if you're gonna bring Pickens back, bring Pickens back. If you're gonna trade him, get you a third and pick somebody else in the third.
And the running back rankings is McMullen is 1, Emeka Egbuka is 2, Luther Burden is 3, and Matthew Golden is 4. That's the correct rankings. And that's what you're going to see out of the combine. After the combine and them boys run what they run and they see, bro, it ain't going to be no question. It ain't going to be no question, man. The only question is, does Luther Burden jump Emeka Egbuka? That's the only question. And which I think he can. Don't get me wrong, Luther can. But Matthew Golden ain't better than McMullen or Egbuka or Luther Burden. He ain't better than none of them.
Big G.
Yeah.
Jaime's comment just was up. So if at 21, Emeka was available or Henderson was available, which one would you take?
Oh, Lord have mercy. I need prayer for that one, man. I need some prayer, man. But man, I can't pass on Mac, man. Mac is a quality. Emeka Egbuka is a 1 receiver. Trey is a 1 running back, but he needs another guy to go with him. But Emeka Egbuka, man, sets the precedence, man. Emeka Egbuka is like getting Hines Ward again, bro. That's like getting Hines Ward again. So, man, that would be rough. That would be, man, listen, if they both fall like that, if I'm the Steelers, I'm trying to trade back in. Well, I'm at 21. I'm trying to jump back in and send the first again. So get me back in.
All things equal, they'll both be there. They should both be there when it's y'all's time to pick. Unless somebody reaches up and grabs Trey early, they should both be there. So y'all are that dilemma's gonna be there.
Oh,
that dilemma's gonna be there. Emeka or Trey, which one you need more?
Well, it depends on what they do in free agency.
Yeah. We'll know that way before the draft because free agency jumps off in March. So, what do you say?
Yeah, you know by draft what you need.
Yeah. B-Dirt said he would trade back to not make a decision between those two.
I'm jumping back in. I'm trading back in the first. If Emeka or Trey drop down, I'm jumping. Listen, man, I already done told y'all I'm gonna keep screaming it. There's gonna be more trades in the first round than you ever seen. People is gonna designate straight up dogs, number 1 dudes on their draft board, and they gonna go get their dude. Especially when there's teams like, and I've been trying to tell Ma this already, a team like the Commanders, when I know all they need is an explosive running back, that's all they need. You get Trevion Henderson standing next to James Daniels, you in trouble. You in trouble.
Jaden. But like I said, that's not on their. They're saying they need a wide receiver.
Nah.
They're saying they need a defensive end.
Nah.
I mean, this is what the league is saying that they're needing. We're drafting according to their needs.
They said that same mess about the Detroit Lions 2 years ago.
I was just about to say, could they?
And the Lions took Gibbs right off the back.
They could do something different.
Yeah, because Mel Kiper and them be boo-boo, dog. Mel Kiper and them, they be straight boo-boo. I mean, the only one that's halfway credible, is Todd McShay. He halfway credible. Scheifter. Him. But Kiper garbage.
Flaw said, B-Dirt, he's just talking.
I might be because Tomlin, because Omar Khan and Waddle would have to go to Mr. Rooney and talk him into letting them trade back into the first round. That's the truth of it. And that's where your owner has to be as aggressive as your general manager to be willing to get your team to come up. Some owners are very okay with being complacent. Some owners are very aggressive. And you've seen that with Detroit, with the Commanders. There are certain teams with the Philadelphia Eagles, they are aggressive. The Houston Texans are aggressive. You can't wait anymore. Your window's gonna go like this. You only got this long. Your window gonna go like, and once it goes, it goes. Ain't no coming back.
Tate, Fifth Floor said it feels worth that much. Although I do like him, just thought he was a little cheaper.
Worth what much? Is he talking about what I said the other night? I said My projected deal for Justin Fields is 2 years, $36 million. That's 18 a year. I just read Russ gonna sign a 2 year, $50 million deal wherever he signed
with the Raiders.
Fields for 36, and you make the front end more than the back end. You go ahead and give him 20, and then pay him 16 the second year, and maybe y'all can renegotiate for a longer contract if he plays well next year. But the going rate for a quarterback is up at $30 million. If you're paying a starting quarterback $18 million, that's fair money. Cats be trying to lowball us here, projecting and saying stuff. We trying to lowball people. Man, just pay Justin Fields $8 million. Nah, that ain't how it works.
It's not.
The market say quarterbacks get 30, 35. You an average quarterback.
So I think he'll get two for 45, dog.
Okay, that's more than me. That's 22 and a half a year.
I think he'll get 2 for 45.
But I won't be mad at that. That's still lower than the average amount quarterbacks make.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So if that you're saying we're feeling that Russ is going to get that much money, so Justin should get his. So that we're thinking. Quadfather says, I'm thinking 3 years, $70 million for Fields.
No, they're not giving them 3 years. Mm-mm.
Yeah, if they do 3 years, it's gonna be a team option on the third year.
Yeah.
Fields said 2 years, $25 million is good.
25 per year, 2 for 50.
That's what Fifth Floor said.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
No, I think that's 2 for 25, 12 and a half.
Oh, hell no. He ain't signing for that, bro. He out of there. That'd be disrespectful.
Quadfather said Tom Lachey is the only so-called draft that expert he listens to.
Yeah.
And Fifth Floor said didn't think Russell Wilson is worth $50 million. Honestly, I don't know that he is, but I know
that's 25 for 2 though. 2 years, $50 million. He gonna get that. It's Russ, man. He just made the Pro Bowl.
The rest
he getting 25 million. I mean,
Pete Carroll gonna give him
30.
Yeah. Pete Carroll gonna look out for his boy. Because Pete Carroll's got to have a gap quarterback.
And Brady wasn't there too.
Yeah. He going to the Raiders, bro. That's a done deal. He's going to the Raiders.
Well, you got to hold on to Justin now. You got to hold on to Justin. My leaving question for my Steeler fans. I've already went on my Cowboy rant. My Steeler fans and my Steeler guys here at the KnoItAllz. Do you reach in the first round
for what?
And lock Jalen Milroe up and let him learn behind Justin Fields?
Never. You ain't learned nothing behind Justin Fields.
Heck no. The reason why is because, listen, Fields is either going to be a bridge quarterback or the quarterback of the future. That's how it works. That's why he gets a 2-year deal. His first year is the prove it to me. If he does well, year 1, which is next year, then you extend him, and then you go later rounds moving forward in the 2026 or 2027 draft. We're getting a backup quarterback for him, a legitimate backup. If he doesn't do well, then you in 2026 that is loaded with quarterback talent, that's when you go get your quarterback. So you don't wait. You don't, no, heck no. You don't bring in Jalen. Jalen Milroe looked probably the most trash at the Senior Bowl outside of any quarterback there. He was horrible. He was fumbling snaps, throwing picks, doing all kind of crazy stuff. He's Tate, you got that comment, man, for running through the jungle, bro. There's a whole bunch of them up there. Start with Jaime Carlo at no. No, you're right, Jaime. No way.
No way.
No, we don't draft Jalen Milroe.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And bruh, man, is the next comment. Facts, Claude, O-line and quarterback are highly needed and no coaching change that is needed as well as addressed. Come on, man. Listen, when we going to start talking about Mike Tomlin ain't going nowhere, y'all. I mean, I got to get on every podcast and keep telling y'all he ain't going nowhere. Stop it. He's not. Whether you like him or not, he's not going anywhere. Fine. I seen them lips chumping, and them bad babies gets the big fine. Double fine because he talked again. Let's see if we can get the third fine. Let's get the third one up there. Come on, sweet lips.
Can you?
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Big G, who's your confidence in Miro?
Garbage.
Justin Fields.
No, not Justin Fields. Hell no.
Coming out?
No. Jalen Milroe did himself a disservice by going back to that's a good one. That's a good one. Anthony Richardson. He did himself a disservice by going into the league. He painted himself into a corner to be a career backup.
Here is a good one. This is a good question. Kyle McCord in the 4th or the 5th round is my guy. If we draft a quarterback this year, do you guys agree?
I agree with Kyle McCord over Jackson Dart personally.
Yeah, but I'll take Will Howard before both of them. Give me Will Howard before. Give me Will Howard before either one of them bad boys.
What?
I want Howard. Will Howard is a dog. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Kyle McCord just couldn't take Old State to the chip. Will Howard did.
Yeah. Will Howard is just as big as Josh Allen and can throw and can run. Yeah. Okay. Will Howard better than McCord? Get him out of here. Stop.
So Milroe in the 2nd or the 3rd?
We're not taking Milroe.
I don't want him. We're not taking him. He's not coming to Pittsburgh.
I don't dislike him. I think he might go in the first deal. Because them Senior Bowl stuff really ain't set up for quarterbacks to do well, especially a quarterback like Jalen Milroe, who gonna make his bread using mobility, rolling out, extending plays, and all that kind of stuff. When you get into the combine, he can show off his arm and throw the ball like Richardson did, 75 yards, and run a 4.40 and do all the workout stuff. That's when when his stock go elevate.
Yeah, Combine's a silly season, bro. I mean, y'all got to remember, a couple of years ago, they was talking about Will Levis was going to be the number 1 overall pick. But because what he could do with shirts and T-shirt. But when you go put the film on and you look at this dude, it's like this dude's a bum. He's a bum. When they put the film on Milroe, he going to have all the strength and intangibles, run fast, all whatever else. They're going to go put the film on. They're going to be like, the smart GMs. But somebody will talk themselves into doing it. Milroe will go in the 1st round because somebody will be just desperate to get a quarterback, and they'll do it.
So I'm done after this, but I have to read. The Quadfather said, I don't think Howard will be there in the 4th. That's why I like McCord in that spot.
I agree.
This class is so shallow. He may go in the 1st. Doesn't mean he's a legit 1st round talent. Agreed, Afton.
That's true. Just like last year, quarterbacks.
Facts.
B-Dirt said the difference between Howard and McCord is that Howard got us a second chance after his loss to Big Blue. Absolutely.
Leave Michigan out of this, B-Dirt. We the national champions. 2025 champions. Said,
I like the tight end who scored the game winner in the Senior Bowl game.
You talking about the Bowling Green? You talking about Bowling Green University?
He must be talking about that guy.
Ferris, if you talking about Ferris, Fitness or Ferris, that dude is a dog. He's a dog.
And Blackstreet, you did. We were talking about Russell Wilson and how much money he's gonna get the 2 for 25.
Blackstreet, this is all you need to know about Russell.
2 for 50. 25 a year.
That's all you need to know, Blackstreet. You don't need to know nothing else. That's it. He gone. Adios, muchachos, my friend.
Adios, muchachos, my friend. So yeah, I'm getting out. I'm getting ready to go. Or you guys gonna be here for a little bit longer?
If G got something to talk about,
we got the Super Bowl preview. That's it.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, go ahead and hand it over to G.
All right.
And say a prayer for me, man. I need it.
I got you. I got you for my R&B dude who's always R&B smooth. I'm gonna make sure that I send one up for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that I send one up for you. Everybody in the chat, I will see you guys next week. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yep. Tate, man, all I want to just do is hit the Super Bowl. You're on the control, so you control the comments. You know, I'm not. That's not me. So, but I just want to talk to you real quick about what you think about the Super Bowl, man, because we got the 2 squads. What you think?
I don't want to see the Chiefs repeat. I got Chiefs fatigue, but I always have dynasty fatigue, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the only dynasty I probably ever rooted for was the Magic Johnson Lakers. Only. I didn't root for the Bulls. I didn't root for when the Cowboys won their 3 in 4 or 5 years. I didn't like them.
Yeah.
I didn't like like I said, the Chicago Bulls, San Antonio Spurs, Golden State, the Dodgers now. I root against dynasties all the time. So I'm definitely rooting against the Chiefs.
Yeah. I mean, I personally don't have anything against Kansas City, but like I said, it's the dynasty thing too, man. And there it is. Refs 27, Eagles 24. Because that's what it seems to happen every time the Kansas City Chiefs get into a meaningful game. There's always a controversial call. And they have to get away from this in NFL, man, because you're ruining the product. We don't want to go down the path of other sports franchises and other institutions, how they ruin their product for the bias. So now we've seen a dynasty before with the Patriots, and I definitely didn't root for them. But I think that the Philadelphia Eagles, man, I think they feel disrespected a little bit, Tate. I really do. I think that they feel disrespected. And listen, they got the best player in football. He might not win the MVP, but he's the best player in all football, bro. Saquon Barkley is different. And so with Saquon, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Smith, Dallas Goedert, and that defense, you know, it's too early to do a prediction, but I just think that overall, man for man, player for player, it just might be their time, bro. That's what I'm saying, Tate. It might be Philly's time versus being Kansas City's time, bro.
Right. I don't disagree.
Yep. All right, so we're not going to give a prediction. We're not going to give a score. You're going to have to check us out on all the podcasts this week. Everything from Tate's going to be over there on the I forgot what the show is. It's about the basketball show with all the Central Division. Because guess what? The trade deadline, the trade deadline is February 6th. And listen, you thought Luka, I don't think it's done yet. I think you might see the Fox. You're going to see some other dudes move. The Lakers, I think, going to make a move like Tate said. So you have to check him out over there. You got to check me out on Steelers Almighty on Tuesdays with Big-B and the Big Show. You're going to have to come back on Wednesday and check me and Tate out on Pump Your Brakes podcast. And then definitely check me, Tate, B-Dirt, and Pay on the Homies and Homies Overtime on Friday before we come back for the KnoItAllz, do the Super Bowl preview. We're going to go early next week because of the Super Bowl. So, Tate, you got any final thoughts before we get out of here or any closing things you want to say to the people that's watching this in podcast land?
Man, this weekend is the first full weekend without football, I believe. No football. Mm-hmm. I didn't watch the Pro Bowl. You watch the Pro Bowl?
Heck no.
I went there.
I'm sick, man. The TV was watching me, dog.
Yeah, but I didn't even have it on. I watched basketball. Ohio State lost to they played Illinois. Yeah. They let Illinois go on a 15-0 run. They was up by 6 with like 5 minutes left.
I seen Duke beat the brake shoes off of North Carolina.
Yeah, we knew that though. We tried to tell Pay about that on Friday.
Yeah.
Before it even happened, we was trying to tell him about it.
Yeah.
But then I turned around and watched the Cavs play. Them jokers were up by like 52 points at one point.
Didn't they win by 44? They won by like 44 today.
Yeah, I cut it off to come get ready for this show. Come up here and get ready for this show.
That'll make sense.
They was up by a lot. They had like 27 3-pointers. It was ridiculous. They played the Celtics on Tuesday. So check us out Monday on the Central Division Showdown. What gonna say? Oh, and man, hey, I'm a fan. I love football, but it was nice to just go to basketball today. So many different games on. They go quicker than football games. Women's basketball is at an all-time high. It's exciting.
Yeah, facts.
The college level and getting ready for the professional level. The Indiana Fever have made some moves. They're gonna put them in championship contention this year.
I believe it.
Check out that WNBA product. It's gonna be great. Women's college basketball is going to be great. Shout out to Don Staley. They won again today. They 22-1. UCLA was number 1, was playing a tough game in Minnesota. I don't know who won or lost that game, but it was close.
I think UCLA pulled it out.
Okay, so then they still undefeated. Only undefeated team in women's college basketball. 11 ranked teams lost yesterday in men's college basketball.
Yeah. A lot of parity.
11 teams. Yeah. So March Madness is coming up in another about 5 or 6 weeks. That's going to be exciting. So, yeah, just because we don't got football, we still got the off season. We all check in with and go back to. But we're going to get some of this basketball conversation going in all leagues. You know, college men and women, professional men and women, the new league, the 3-on-3 full court league that y'all be talking about. I seen a little bit of it. Yeah. I didn't watch it, but yeah, I got no love for 3-on-3 full court. Not even when I was young.
Not full. We could play half, not full.
I was just telling them guys the other day, man, talking to Pay at B Dirk as you was sick. I told him B Dirk got a dunk on somebody when he was in college. He said that's the best shape he was ever in. He backdoor baseline and boomed it on somebody, or he boomed it in the game. I don't know if he boomed it on somebody. Sweet T was telling me, Big G, that Willie Foster was on ESPN top 10 plays.
He was number 3 on ESPN.
Number 3,
and they cheated him last night. They played Shawnee ranked number 4 Division 1. Lima Senior was ranked number 3 Division 2. They went out to Shawnee and they got cheated. It was ridiculous, bro.
Shawnee Division 1?
D1.
How is that? It's bigger than Lima Senior now?
Total student enrollment and male population.
Wow.
Yeah, Shawnee D1.
How things change in 35 years.
Yeah, Shawnee D1, Lima Senior D2. Lima Senior ranked number 3 or 4 in the state at D2. Shawnee ranked number 3 or 4 in the state at D1. Shawnee ain't got but 1 loss.
Lima Senior got how many?
1, now 2.
2, okay.
Yeah, they lost to Toledo Whitmer and they lost to Shawnee. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that old clip when Coach Q was on the show. We got to bring Coach Q back, man. One of the, if not the best high school basketball coach in the state of Ohio.
I agree.
So, you know,
agree.
Yeah.
I say number one coach, man. But shout out to all the Lima team, man. All of them. We do the KnoItAllz not just because of our local ties and all whatever else, but we like to see people excel in sports. That's why we do the show. So, you know, if any of you guys want to brag about your high school teams or just shoot a comment, man. Let us know. Because listen, we're researchers by nature. We will Google them, check them out and all whatever else. But it was proud, Tate, to see our alma mater on ESPN with Willie Foster. He was the number 3 on the top 10 on it was either Friday night or Saturday night. He was number 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Friday night, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right, man. So we thank you guys once again for rocking with us. Man, my medicine is starting to kick in. I need to get some sleep. But we appreciate all y'all rocking with us. As for me, as for my boy Tate Boy Fresh, and as for Mod, we'll see all you guys next week on the KnoItAllz podcast. We'll holla.